But can you actually teach love of service where you're actually in this process and you're loving it?
Yeah, I think, Stefan, you and I are two of many in a community in the world who recognize that to educate someone about the fundamentals of creating value by serving other people, about taking care out of the domain of healthcare or philosophy and bringing it into human life, taking service out of the background listening of the waiter in the restaurant, that's what service is, and saying, no, we're all in service. Then teaching that to young people is not part of the standard educational curriculum almost anywhere in the world, except perhaps tourism and hospitality courses. And even then, those tend to come later after primary and secondary education. But I've seen young people, 12, 13, 14 years old, learn the principles that we teach at corporate level because we've had the opportunity to go in and work in schools, and they pick it up that fast. Now, once they understand, okay, what is service? Taking action that creates value. Okay, so what matters here? The value that I create. Wait a minute, the value I create is not the action that I took, it's the other person's experience of the action that I took. I need to get curious about the other person. Wait a minute, I discovered something. Different people value different things. Then my action needs to be different. Oh, you know what? And it becomes a project for learning. Now, once people are enabled with that kind of a tool set, and they get to work with it recurrently in exercises and workshops in classes, then they develop a skill set. And that's what leads to the mindset of, I can do this, or I'm in a situation and I see things, but I see it differently because I have a background set of understanding. And to me, the tragedy that we have in the world today is that our educational systems are not making that mandatory for young people. So what are we doing? STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, go out there and be a coder. But what about being a carer? What about being a service provider? It's like, yeah, well, maybe it depends on what industry you get into. I think we're, heading in a direction where, and we're seeing it with COVID, just how important it suddenly is to go, wait a minute, who actually does care? And what do I actually care about? And who actually is going to help take care of me? And I don't just mean if I'm sick, I mean like the well-being of my family and my life. So service is who we are as creatures. We're the species that need to serve one another to stay alive in a way that's different than any other animal. But it's bizarre that we don't teach it. So when you say, are there some people born with it? Yeah, some people are more inclined that way. Some are more technical or mathematical. But I think everybody has it in the inherent nature of being human.